AITA for not banning strawberries for my wedding cake?
I'm getting married next year. I love strawberries and I want some on my wedding cake. My plan is to have a 4-tier cake where the bottom 2 are completely separate entities with different flavors and the top 2 are lemon/strawberry. My mother is mildly allergic to strawberries. Will have a headache and a mild rash if she eats one, but is fine with eating food that has touched strawberries. She is absolutely incensed with my plan to include strawberries in my wedding cake and continuously makes passive-aggressive comments about how wedding RSVPs include a section for the guest's allergies and she would never serve something a guest couldn't eat.
I explained to her that she is more than free to eat the other 2 cakes. They will be entirely strawberry-free, aren't even touching the top cake, and more importantly, my mother has diabetes and won't be eating more than a small slice to begin with. My fiancé agrees she's being selfish. I'm making this post because I was telling my dad about this issue and she walked in and added that this is my only daughter's one and only wedding. I want to be able to eat every part of the cake. Haven't been able to close my mouth since from the pure shock. I mean, it's my only wedding. And she sees nothing wrong with saying something so insanely out of pocket? Well,
my dad agrees with her, so maybe I'm taking this too seriously and I can skip strawberries for a day. I really don't want to, but I also don't want to make this a big drama. My mom is used to getting whatever she wants and I'm used to my dad siding with her, but I really thought my goddamn wedding would be the exception.
NTA, she's making it seem like the most important aspect of this day is her ability to eat, or not eat, cake. She's made a weird power play over cake. It's bizarre. She is making it seem like this entire event is based on guests eating all layers of a cake.
NTA, as long as it's actually safe for her to eat the cake, and you aren't downplaying her allergy. Even if she's okay with being near strawberries, another tier of the same cake would be worrisome to me. But as long as she's not completely excluded from dessert, either the other tiers or another dessert, it's fine. She's right that you should have a section for allergies on the RSVP though. Make sure there is at least one option for everyone, and that things with a certain ingredient are clear. I have a friend who is allergic to lots of fruit. We gave him a heads up about our cake before the wedding. But we were at another wedding, and the cupcakes had strawberries in them that weren't obvious.
My husband happened to eat one and tell him, "Hey, I just had a cupcake and it had a strawberry in it. Heads up." But had this guy grabbed a cupcake first, it could have been bad. My husband is a vegetarian and we were at a wedding. A waiter was passing out egg rolls and he asked if there was meat in it and they had no clue. Knowing allergies, you can say to the waiters, "Make sure you can answer that X has Y in it." NTA, my mill, and 3 other guests share the same, reasonably significant food allergy and didn't expect our wedding cake to be suitable for them. Hubs and I wanted them to be able to enjoy with us, so I arranged for there to be a separate cake, which they could eat, which was decorated to match the main cake. They were over the moon and so appreciative, but none of them expected it or would have kicked off if it wasn't available. You already have 2 tiers of cake that she can eat, so to my mind there isn't an issue. Except that she's not getting her own way 100%.
NTA, why is she demanding every part of the cake? What if your fiancé wanted something that she hated? Would she demand he change his desires too? I think by having 2 entire tiers of your cake separate, you've given her options. You are trying to accommodate. Her demanding all of your cake suit her is definitely selfish.
She is paying for the majority of the small wedding, approximately $2,000. When other people fund your wedding, they often think they are entitled to more control of the event. Not sure why you didn't include the tidbit of info above in the main post. Your NTA, but a different solution might be having a special bride's cake with lemon, strawberry that is separate from the main confection. Might be a little more acceptable to her. Your mom is unhinged. There is cake for her to enjoy. I don't even remember the cake from my own wedding. I would not give in to her tantrum. Do you and the fiancé have the $2,000? Just give her money back. Then make the changes to suit you both. You are 27 and never had a cake with strawberry for your birthday. I'm appalled on your behalf. Your mother is entitled on another level. She is so used to having you as a doormat. You are starting a new phase of your life. Find your shiny spines and start saying no. Have that strawberry cake. It's your declaration of adulthood and independence. Have an awesome wedding. You also now learned an important lesson. Money has strings. Your mother has controlled you enough and is now controlling your wedding. Are you going to let her control the rest of your lives? When you get pregnant, and what rules will you have for your children? You know she's going to walk all over you. And your dad will be useless in standing up for you. NTA. This is my only daughter's one and only wedding. I want to be able to eat every part of the cake. It's your one and only wedding. And we don't always get what we want. She is absolutely incensed with my plan to include strawberries in my wedding cake and continuously makes passive-aggressive comments about how wedding RSVPs include a section for the guests' allergies, and she would never serve something a guest couldn't eat. I don't know anyone who did this. I think it's too much to expect a couple planning an event to mind everyone's dietary needs. NTA, but I would be really salty here. Find something your mom really likes and tell her that there are 2 guests allergic to it, can't eat it for medical reasons, and see how she responds. For a start, traditionally the top tier was saved for a christening, so the whole cake has never been for everyone. The top tier was always special just for the couple. In your case, it's just going to be eaten sooner. NTA. Your wedding and your cake. As you point out, there are layers without strawberries. She needs to stop being so entitled. NTA. FFs, there's 2 other cakes she can eat just fine. Your mom needs to calm the hell down. NTA, there are other layers cakes available. If you made them all strawberry, that would be inconsiderate. Mother of the groom here. My son's bride really loves stuffed peppers. I have a strong sensitivity to stuffed peppers. There will be stuffed peppers on the buffet. I don't have to take one. There will be many other dishes for me to choose from. There's nothing wrong with having something that some guests can't have, as long as there are reasonable options that they can have. Maybe as a gesture of goodwill, offer to let he pick the flavors for one of the other layers. If you want strawberries, have the damn strawberries. NTA. This is an insane demand. If she were gluten intolerant, would she be insisting nothing at the wedding can contain gluten? You have more than adequate arrangements for her allergy. And this is yet another reason people just elope, so they can skip little dramas like this. Have your strawberry cake? Your mother can eat a slice from the other 2 cakes. OMG. I roll my eyes. NTA. Info. Who is paying for the cake and or wedding? Should indicate why she thinks she can make this demand. Seems like a power play. NTA. Your wedding. Your cake. You are ensuring she has a strawberry-free option, which is quite thoughtful. NTA. Your wedding. Your cake. Your strawberries. Enjoy your day and have an extra piece of cake for me. You said in the comments that she's paying for 2/3 of the wedding. So maybe tell her the cake is coming out of your third? Lol. NTA. Her wanting to eat from the entire cake is unreasonable. I don't understand how anyone is that unreasonable. Do not, and I repeat, do not change your cake. This is your day. The one day that is all about you and your partner. Sorry, mom can eat the other 2 cakes without strawberry. Congratulations, by the way. NTA.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.